the game plan is to now get these animations to work on cue. So I've got these two animations working, okay? Pretty tacky, not great. But if I spent a whole day trying to make it look good and I made a nice animation, I'd have two animations. I won't fail you if your animations look tacky. No. Okay, we don't have time to make it great. But the minimum thing is you should have animations, you should have interactivity. That's the main criteria. If I had the whole semester, we would have made this look really awesome. Now, bear in mind I've got two layers, one for the cloud, one for the truck. If you can put 3 or 4 objects, great, I will love you really. And who knows, if I see you at South Bank next semester, I'll think, this is the person who gave me 4 animations although I asked for 2. I'll tell Tony, hey, he's a good student. So, let's start, let me just first save it. I'm just going to save it as truck cloud. Now, one easy way to add scripts has been given to you by Flash. Can somebody tell me if your version has got code snippets, window code snippets? You got code snippets? Yeah, good. Open code snippets. I'm going to open code snippets. Good. Now, there are a few things we need to do with our animations. When our animation opens, do we want things to animate straight away? Straight away without doing anything? We don't want them to animate. Good. So let's do something about it. I'm going to double click on my truck. Oh, it's locked. Shut up. Yeah. Double click on the truck and there is my animation and I don't want it to animate. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is, so I've double clicked on my truck. Inside the animation, I add a new layer. I call it actions. Inside the animation, I've added a new layer. I've called it actions. On the first frame, I click on the first frame, only on the first frame. If you click here, everything gets highlighted. See? If you click here, only the first frame gets highlighted. Okay, यहाँ click करेंगे, you get पूरा highlight. If you click here, one highlight. Only one frame should be highlighted. And then I'm going to open actions, window actions. I don't know what it is, it's F9, function F9. I've just been using this for so many years and the menu keeps changing, I just use the shortcuts. Okay, so I'm just going to make this a bit small so we can see it. So F9 opens up actions and window actions, okay, it's there. So I have clicked this first keyframe, right? I've clicked the first keyframe and I'm going to give it a command. stop, open bracket, close bracket, semicolon. Now most of you are used to JavaScript, so you know that's a function. I've used a function, stop, cool. If you know JavaScript, learning ActionScript is not terribly difficult. You will see it's not, and you've done a bit of jQuery, so you'll see the similarities. Now, when I play my animation, do I want it to stop at the end or do I want it to keep looping? Okay, I can stop it, but if you want it to be loopy, I'll show you what you do. I'm going to add another keyframe at the end. See this here? To add a keyframe, I press what key? F6. Well done, thank you. If you want it to loop, you can do this. Go to and play, and you can say to, or if you have given a label, you can give a label. You can give a label, you can, at every keyframe, I can sort of give a label here, F6, and I can give this a label. Under properties somewhere, there's a label somewhere. You can label your keyframes so that you know them. So I can give it a label. See this? I can give it a label. I'll call it, I'll just call it truck run. Okay? Truck run. So I've got a label truck run. So I'll come to truck run, the truck will play, and I can loop it. I can actually come to this point, and at this point I can say go to and play, truck run if I want. If I want, I can do that. Or I can say go to and play 2. I can do one of these. Okay, if I want it to loop. But I don't want it to loop. So I'm going to comment these out, and you know these are comments, JavaScript comments. I'm going to say stop because I just want it to play once. But I'll leave these comments so that you can try. If your animation needs to loop, you can put it in a loop. Just send it back to the second frame and it will keep looping. Or if your second frame has got a label, you can use the label. Is that cool? We are inside the animation. I'll repeat that. I'm inside truck. I've made a new layer called actions. On the first frame, I've made a keyframe and I've given an action stop. On the last frame, I've given an action stop. The second one, I've given a label, truck run. So there's a label there, truck run. And you can see in properties, it's called truck run. Okay. Now the way to make this work is from code snippets, and that's probably the easiest way. You can write code raw, but if I have snippets, I'll use snippets. Under code snippets, we will use event handlers. You can choose a mouse click event. You can choose a mouse over event. Yeah, okay. Let's do a mouse click event. So I'm dragging. I will select the truck, and I double click mouse click event. Okay, and I've double clicked mouse click event. What has that done? It has done something on my actions. You can see on the first frame of the main timeline, I did not add actions here. It has come here automatically. It has put a script here. It has put a script here. Now you know all of this is comment. I'm going to delete the comments. You can read it later when you add it yourself. Truck 01 add event listener. The computer has added a listener. It's going to listen. It is going to sit on top of truck 01 and listen for something. What is it going to listen for? It's going to listen for a click, mouse event click. And if that happens, it's going to do something. Now what we can do is, we can say go to and play 2. If we wanted the main timeline to play, we could have, if we had an animation on the main timeline, we could have said that. But what do we want to play? We want to play the animation inside this fellow. What is his name? His name is truck 01. This is where your instance comes in handy. We want truck 01 to play, right? So let me go back to my script. First frame, I'm going to say truck 01 go to and play 2. I can say go to and play 2, or I can say go to and play, I got a label there, isn't it? Truck run. Okay? On mouse click, truck 01. So pick up truck 01, the instance, and inside truck 01, go to and play truck run. The cursor will come here, it will start playing, it will come here, it will see this script of stop and it will stop. But I need to test it. Okay? So you need to pray and test it, because without prayers these things don't work, and all of you know computers are slow, computers are bad, they don't run, they don't work. So you got to say, pray to your gods, whoever you believe in, and you run it. So it's not working, that's good. The stop is working. Now on click will it work? If I click, hallelujah. Okay, so that's one thing. I'm going to repeat the steps for the cloud, but on the cloud I'm going to do mouse over. Understand the steps, because this is what you need to do for your assignment. I click on the cloud. Okay, I need to go back to the scene. Sorry, I need to go back to my scene. I click on the cloud. Does my cloud have a name? Cloud 01. Beautiful. I go inside the cloud and my cloud has an animation. It's moving. Cool. In fact, if I go inside and add one more cloud, actually I'll get one more cloud animation. If I just copy it and I sort of kind of scale it. So I've gone inside, cloud inside, and I've just made a copy. So now I got two clouds and both move. Yeah, cool. I just thought two looked better than one. Okay. What did I do? I'm inside the cloud animation. Apart from adding the cloud, what did I do? I'm going to add a new layer. I'm going to call it actions. On the first keyframe, I'm going to add a script. Stop in the actions panel. On the second frame, I add a keyframe F6. I will give it a label. I will call it Cloud Run. You can use frame number 2, no problem. But I'm calling it Cloud Run. On the last keyframe, actually this time I'll let it go twice. This will be good. So on the last one, I give a keyframe, and I'm going to say go to and play Cloud Run. So my clouds keep going away, and yeah, that should be okay. So somewhere here, I'll make the clouds come from here. So I need the cloud somewhere here. I need the cloud somewhere here. So because I need to hover over it. Okay. So I've got a keyframe with a stop, second keyframe with a label, last keyframe with a go to and play Cloud Run. Cool. Come back to the scene 1. Now under code snippets, window, code snippets, action script, event handlers, mouse over event. So I'm clicking on the cloud. I'm in the base scene. Bear in mind, I'm in the base scene. Click on the cloud, mouse over event. It has gone back to actions and it has added a new action. So this was the previous action we just did. See, truck 01. Here it has added more script. Now it is saying cloud 01 has an event listener for mouse over. And when the mouse is over, what do you want to do? You want to say cloud 01 dot stupid. I need this this fella here. So cloud 01, go to and play Cloud Run. So this is on mouse over. Let me save it, and I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you this sample file. This sample file I've created. You can easily go in here, open the actions panel, and see all the actions. It tells you frame 1 where all the actions are. So you can have this. I'm going to give this to you. I'm closing this. Let's see if it works. I'm going to close the code snippets. Let's see if it works. Control Enter. On mouse over, error. There's an error. This works. Thank you. Cloud 1. Okay, let's go to the actions. And errors are your friends. Errors are your friend. Without making mistakes in life, you'll never learn. And I'm not talking just about programming. You know, we all mistakes really they help you to learn. Cloud. Yes. Thank you. Lovely. Lovely. So the first video and this video total 30 minutes of videos, and you will pass 1 assignment out of 2. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to upload it.